Alright guys, so I was watching this clip on the Water Champ, right? On TikTok, right? So subscribe to them if you like comedy, they're very funny people. So they were saying they don't like fat models, which, I mean, I think every person is beautiful, everyone looks good, whether you're a model or not, you know. And I love the Water Champ. I don't take them seriously, you know, they always say very funny things, and they don't really target, they just make fun of everything, right? So you can't take it too seriously, right? Like it's just not meant to be serious, right? Like it's not, if you take it seriously, you'd be depressed, right? So don't take it seriously. They're trying to be comedians, and of course it can be very negative, it's very rude. If you look at it very negatively and rude, but I mean, they're not even, they're pretty people, they're good looking people, but they're not like in the best shape ever. So they can't really criticize anybody else, right? So, you know, they're really good people, they're awesome. But anyway, um, you know, you can just tell it's comedy, right? They're very sweet people, you can just tell. So that's the kind of people they are. They just make jokes about everything. It's like Jada Pinkett, right? When Chris Rock made that comment with Jada Pinkett, to harm Chris Rock for it, well, it's just a joke, right? Not to be taken seriously, right? Anyway, so one person was like a guy, and he talked about being a model, and he said that he had to literally starve himself and be like really, forced into being really thin, and had to do like all kinds of stuff to be even thinner than he could ever imagine to be, right? Like he had to do something that was even harder. Like he had to like starve himself plus, you know, I guess I forget what he said, but something like not maybe purge. I'm not sure. Something like really ridiculous to go even thinner. Like take a certain supplement or something that made you throw up or something. I don't know, but anyway, and he said that it was hard on him to hear that comment. And he's like thin and a gorgeous model, right? In fact, he's not my type. I can do better than him. But he's like very good looking, and he's a gorgeous model, and he looks great. He's in great shape. You can tell he's got a six pack or an eight pack. Anyway, it's like yeah. So when you hear that comment, you don't take it too seriously. But anyway, obviously this guy's like sensitive to it because he said that people that are in that shape that do that kind of look are very like are a lot of times not in the best circumstances. They have to really starve themselves and really have to go all day long without food, and they have to even go worse. So they have to throw up. And for me, I don't do that. I eat healthy. I take care of myself, and I still look like a supermodel, right? So I don't believe that that's necessarily how people are when they're that thin. Of course, I don't have a six pack of abs, but I have abs, so I'm very good. But I just feel like, um, something shouldn't be taken too seriously. One girl took the positive outlet. She was overweight, and she showed herself being modeling, and she was just like in the video with that. He said, I don't like that model. They look to be perfect, and so she's like showing herself off, and she's plus size model probably. So plus size models can be very beautiful, right? So it's not really, and people that are overweight could lose weight, and people that are thin could gain weight, right? So you never really know. Anyway, I don't think it should be taken seriously, especially from the Water Champ, right? Like you just know that they're all about making fun of things, right? They're not meaning it. If they are meaning it, whatever. It doesn't matter really, If you know them and you think they mean it, well, maybe they do. But I mean, I really doubt they're like really hypocritical of everyone. And if they are, well, that's just how some people are, and you can't change that, right? Maybe they don't like that model. Maybe they hate them. But if you are like that and you are wanting to be that way, you should be entitled. Anyway, but I think everybody's beautiful, everyone looks good, and some things you have to take with a grain of salt, right? You can't really focus on negatively because it could hurt you too much, and that would be too much damage. Anyway, totally enjoy the show. Bye now. Thank you, darling. Bye, darlings.